afternoon baseball now on a lazy Sunday afternoon at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the St. Louis Cardinals. Division rivals do battle. Next. Dakota Hudson, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Striding in is Jared Oliva, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch of the AB now. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Bader is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Batting second.
A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. What's the word on them as they try to split the series, Mark?
Matty, this team's lineup is dead last in batting average, and I tell you what, that does not bode well for the rest of the season. If you do not have professional at-bats up and down the lineup, or at least 6 to 7 guys, it is eventually going to catch up to you.
Hit hard up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Ke'Bryan Hayes digging in now as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Reynolds, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Fouled away.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Gregory Polanco. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Now here's the first offering. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, thanks, Matty V. Hey, you know what, D-Row, this is one they'd like to win right here. They win the first game of the series, drop game 2, win game 3.
But that finds its way through for a base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments. Knock every day of the week. You're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled away.
He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game. He's dealing with 2 guys on, and that last pitch looked like a big mistake in that location, right down the middle, but he got away with it.
2 down, runners at first and second. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. Pirates strand a couple, and now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Chad Kuhl, the Delaware-born hurler, gets the call to start here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, one of the keys to this guy is throwing strikes. He's not a big strikeout pitcher, only averages less than 7 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So he's more of a pitch-to-contact guy, and you'll know if he's on early. He needs to get quick outs early in counts.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tommy Edman is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, this series has been a little bit of back and forth, dropping the first one, finding a way to battle back, and then dropping the third one of this 4-game set. Let's see if they can find a way to tie this rubber game.
You know, Dero, this is one of those, if you could win game 4 of this series and walk away with a split, you almost feel like you won this series. This is a big one here today.
Set to deliver the 0-1.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Stepping up is Harrison Bader. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch on its way.
Inside, ball 1. Nope. 2 balls, no play.
Down the third baseline. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Now into the box, Nolan Arenado, hoping to perhaps move up that RBI leaderboard, currently sitting 10th in the National League.
Well, that's what you hope for from your corner infielders. Typically, those are the big boys that you want to drive the ball all over the yard and bring.
Here's the first pitch to him. Called strike at the letters, 0-1. In prior matchups with Chad Kuhl, he's just 2 for 12. Fouled off.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And another foul ball. Bader, the runner at second with one away. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Yanked hard down the left field line, and that'll get down out there for extra bases. The relay on to second, but he's in safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Every manager and every pitcher in the league loves to play with an early lead, and they've got one here. Back-to-back doubles put them up by a run with the opportunity to stretch the lead here with another dangerous hitter set to step up.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 7 homers and 32 driven in. Ready with the 0-1.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in his zone with a nice executed pitch.
And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
So that brings in the power hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. No balls and a strike to count. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. We'll head to the top of the second, and the Redbirds have an early 1-0 advantage. Second inning coming up in St. Louis, and with a little bit more on the weather forecast, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, the weather forecasts I'm hearing down here point to a fairly significant threat of rain later in the ball game. Of course, the grounds crew and umpires will work to get this one in without. Also told me that they won't hesitate to halt the game to let the weather pass through if it's impacting the play on the field or, of course, putting the safety of the players at risk. For now, we'll have to wait and see how things develop.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. Safety of the players, of course, and players getting required rest at the end of the night becomes important. When you guys approached a game like this, did you know you were in for a long one?
You hope not, but you knew it potentially could happen. You kind of read the grounds crew. If they were running and scattering in the dugouts and running towards the tarp, you kind of prepared yourself that this one was going to get shut down at some point. But you got to stay focused. That pitcher doesn't care. He's trying to take food off your table.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw is in time for the first out of the second.
Batting 7, the shortstop.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
And that'll bring up Eric Gonzalez. And he fouls this one off. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 9 homers, 18 driven in. Hit on the ground out to short. DeYoung fields it cleanly. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Batting in, the catcher, Jacob Stallings.
Now at the plate, Jacob Stallings, to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a line drive. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
I can't tell you guys how fired up Bobby Cox used to get when the 8-hole hitter would get a knock. And I would know that, boys, because I batted an awful lot in that 8-hole in my early days.
Standing in now, Chad Kuhl. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Stallings leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
Rising fastball, and it catches the zone for a strike.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Three and one, here it is. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Carlson gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. One left for Pittsburgh. They still trail 1-0. Now at the plate, here is Dylan Carlson. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Dylan Carlson.
First offering.
Ball.
The 1-0. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Fouled away. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting 7, the catcher.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And let's take a look at outfielder Gregory Polanco. Can play all spots in the outfield, from center to both corners, with a cannon arm and the ability to go in the gap.
Yadi Molina digging in now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Molina, who goes just by Yadi most of the time. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Here's a looping fly ball out to right. In there, a base hit.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding
the left
holes
fielder.
there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
To the plate now, Austin Dean, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s, 2 home runs and 5 driven in. Line, that's a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Nice line drive to right field right there. Dan, does it concern you when you're missing middle hard at the plate early in the game?
It does, D-Lo. This is the kind of guy that he can't get away with those kind of mistakes. He needs to work the corners up, down, in and out. And like that one right there, he has to stay out of the middle of the zone.
In now, Dakota Hudson. And the pitcher will indeed try and move his runners as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The batter, number 19, second baseman, Tommy Edman.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Tommy Edman. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1. Count 1-0.
Here's the 1-0. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Polanco is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Cards strand a couple. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. Top of the 3rd set to get underway. And next it'll be the outfielder, Jared Oliva.
Jared Oliva.
3rd baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. At third, Arenado.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Ground ball left side. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The center fielder.
One
10,
away now in the Pittsburgh
Brian
third, and that'll bring up Brian Reynolds. Here's the first pitch. Here's a blooper out toward left center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, that's a really good pitch, Mark, right there. Down in the zone. That's when, as a pitcher, you just kind of have to shake your head and tip your cap to the batter.
Yeah, right there. You're looking to just either foul that off or stay in there and survive. He found a way to not only stay in there and survive, but drive it up the middle for a knock.
At the plate now, Ke'Bryan Hayes as he puts it on the ground to third. One there, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn two.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get one, which they did there.
Here's Gregory Polanco, 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Hayes is off of first with 2 away. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. From the belt, kicks and deals. Chopped on the ground to first. A toss behind the back. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Pirates leave one. They trail this one 1-0. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in the outfielder, Harrison Bader.
The center fielder, Harrison Bader.
First pitch on its way. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
Here comes the 1-2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. So one gone here in the St. Louis third, and that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. First pitch of the AB on its way.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
The 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Stepping in once again is Paul Goldschmidt. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Goldschmidt swings and hits this one very well out to deep left field. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. It's a solo shot here for Paul Goldschmidt. 8th home run on the season for him as the Redbirds have taken a 2-0 lead.
I can tell you one thing, you might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
So Paul DeYoung digs in next as he'll take a look at ball 1. Struck out in his first at-bat. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. 1 for the Cardinals in the inning on the solo home run. We're through 3 here in the Gateway City. It's now 2-0 St. Louis.
Haters gonna be part-time loving. Putting up some all-time numbers. Hang the banner, they ain't catching up at all, I promise. I ain't never falling for no.
Now to the plate, Colin Moran as we begin the top of the 4th.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
So here's Adam Frazier. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Eric Gonzalez.
So now to the plate, Eric Gonzalez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Right fielder coming on. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They're down 2-0. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Dylan Carlson grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
And that's out number 1.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
So the leadoff man retired here. That'll bring up Yadier Molina. Now here's the first offering. Bang down that right field line. That's a fair ball. Here's Molina around first. He'll try for 2. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
So now to the plate, Austin Dean, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Behind 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Dakota Hudson. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Well, that rain is really coming down right now. It's raining cats and dogs. You got to make sure you don't step in a poodle. That's as hard as I've seen it rain all afternoon. Everyone, it's so much harder to concentrate when it rains.
Now the 1-0. This one's down to third. Reined in. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Cards leave 1. They're up 2-0. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Derek Shelton during the commercial break about the Pirates offense, and he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. It's been a struggle for them to get anything going, and he said they just seem way too anxious right now. The numbers back that up, too. They've swung at the first pitch more than 70% of the time in this game, so their focus going forward is to be a little bit more relaxed and willing to let the at-bats come to them. Matt?
The catcher.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Pitch on the way. Jacob Stallings is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Stallings is currently third in the league amongst catchers in all-star fan balloting.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic. Hey, right here, anytime the leadoff hitter gets on in front of the pitcher, it puts the defense on notice. You're going to see the third baseman creeping in. You're going to see the first baseman crashing, trying to get that out at second base. But if not, make sure of one.
Into the box, Chad Kuhl, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike one. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hit on the ground out to short. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Definitely not the way he was looking to start this inning, Dan.
Yeah, Matt, back-to-back base knocks right off the bat here. As we take a look at the numbers, you see they aren't that bad, but he's definitely got into a no-out jam here. We'll see if he can get out of it.
So now here is Jared Oliva, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Man, this pitcher is on right now. Pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
The batter, the center fielder, Brian Reynolds.
So now it's Brian Reynolds. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Bader arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down.
The third baseman, number 13, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Digging in will be Ke'Bryan Hayes. 0 for 2 for him to this point. From the stretch. Popped him up. DeYoung over to his left. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. Pirates strand a couple. They're still down. It's 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Inside and low, 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Oliva arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Harrison Bader.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First offering.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Both teams with 6 hits so far. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Bases are empty here with 2 away. And in next, it'll be the perennial MVP candidate, third baseman Nolan Arenado. Now the first pitch.
Hey. 2 quick outs in this inning so far, and his pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
High and deep down the left field line. And foul.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they're on top 2-0. All set for the start of the inning, and the left-handed hitting outfielder Gregory Polanco bats next.
Gregory Polanco.
First delivery to him. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. Gone! Gregory Polanco leaves the yard with a solo shot. 41st home run of the year for him. As the Bucks have struck for a run, it's now a 2-1 score.
No doubt an impressive home run, so we'll employ Show Track for a more in-depth look. 112 miles an hour was the exit velocity off the bat, so it's no wonder why it ended up having the impressive distance that it did.
The first baseman.
Stepping in now, Colin Moran. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Dean is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Adam Frazier.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch on its way. Lays off 1-0.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
One run, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Now a swing and a chance for Goldschmidt over at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Eric Gonzalez.
So here is Eric Gonzalez. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Up next for the Pirates, the catcher, Jacob Stallings.
Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Into the box now, Chad Kuhl. And it's grounded just foul down the line. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Hudson has got it, and the side is retired. Frustration boiling over with an opportunity missed. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next the dangerous power threat, Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt.
First pitch on its way. Sharp ground ball to third. Right to him. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
The batter, number 11. Shortstop, Paul.
Well, there it is. This one is going to be delayed as the crew chief has made the call to suspend action.
You know, Matt, I just get the feeling this isn't going to be a very long delay, and we do have some clearing skies, so I think both of these guys possibly will go back out.
And welcome back inside the ballpark as the weather has finally cleared up. Sean Poppin will be the new pitcher on the mound after the delay as we are ready for more baseball. Digging in next, Paul DeYoung. He grounded out last time up. Now the first pitch. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. Two and 0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Here it comes. Outside. 3-0 now. Two runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. The 3-0 pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
And with the bases
Now
empty, you don't feel
right
bad about
fielder.
walking that guy.
Gillen.
He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
And now in the box, Dylan Carlson. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Runner goes for second. Down the left field line and deep. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. DeYoung, base runner at first with 1 out. That's lifted the other way out to left. Oliva is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. As a look, now the pitch. Now here's a swing and a ground ball for Frazier at second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cardinals. They still lead it 2-1. Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Jared Oliva.
Jared Oliva.
First pitch of the AB now. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Bader is there, and he has it for the first out.
The center fielder, number 10, Brian Reynolds.
1 away here for the Bucks in their half of the 7th, and that'll bring up Brian Reynolds. First offering. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Dean is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And we find that these guys currently sit in the number 3 position in the circuit in that category. So now into the box is Ke'Bryan Hayes. Flew out last time up. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Bader is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Pirates are down on just 4 pitches. They still trail it here 2-1. Now to bat, Austin Dean. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
The left fielder, number 0.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it at one position, and it's 6 to 8 inches dropping off the table and chasing your hands.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit high and deep to left field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The bat, number 43.
Matt Carpenter steps into the on-deck circle now, looking to start something here with 1 gone in the inning.
Matt Carpenter.
First offering. Weak grounder down the line at third. This is foul for the first strike. The average coming in at 266. A dozen home runs, 26 RBIs. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And right into the shift. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now back, second baseman, Tommy Edman.
That brings in Tommy Edman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now the first pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder giving chase. And he gets there as he had a lot of ground to cover that time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They lead it 2-1. Andrew Miller has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 21, Andrew Miller.
Gregory Polanco will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. He's set and the pitch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Lifetime against Andrew Miller. He's 0 for 4. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Standing in now, Colin Moran, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Started to offer at it as an appeal goes down to Jerry Hillsdale at third, but Jerry says he held up. It's ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit softly down the line at first. He's right there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next to pitcher, the second baseman, Adam Frazier.
Up next, Adam Frazier. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First delivery to him, and it's fouled away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Fouled off. Here it comes on 0-2. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Pirates. They're down 2-1. So that'll bring in Harrison Bader. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Shot down the line. It's a fair ball. He's around first, heading for 2. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers thinking. He's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Fans, don't forget, you can follow all things baseball with MLB At Bat, the #1 app for live baseball. Stay connected to every pitch with highlights, replay reviews, scores, live radio broadcasts, and more. Get the At Bat app for your smartphone or tablet. Visit MLB.com for details.
Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. The 1-1. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And now the runner from third scores to give them a very important insurance run.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Grounded down the third baseline. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone. Gets him to hit it on the ground. But obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
At the plate now, Paul DeYoung. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. No hits to this point. Comes set with the 0-1.
After two great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Now a chopper to first, might only get 1. He's got it, and he thought about going to second, but he'll go to first instead. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runners are able to move up.
The right fielder, number 3, Dylan Carlson.
Stepping in next, Dylan Carlson. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another flyout wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Nope.
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Arenado on third. Goldschmidt is over at second with one down in the inning. The 1-1 home.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. Another 2-2 offering.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And this is swung on and missed, so they come right after him, and it remains second and third, but with 2 away now.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Giovanni Gallegos comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. And stepping in, Eric Gonzalez singled in his last at-bat.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
And he fouls this one off. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Bader is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he's holding down the top spot in the circuit here for the month of June. So next to bat will be Jacob Stallings. 3 hits in 3 trips to the plate for him so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Gallegos is known in part as a reliever with a clutch factor, perhaps. An escape artist is another way to put it. Regardless, he seems to be at his best when pressed up into difficult situations, which is kind of what you want out of a bullpen arm.
No doubt about it, Matty B. And I call a guy like this troubleshooters. Guys that you can bring into a game with runners in scoring position. They don't panic. They keep the game at a slow pace. And more importantly, they make good pitches to good hitters to get out of tough situations.
Anthony Alford will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 6, Anthony Alford.
First pitch on the way. Fouled away. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 0-1, here it comes. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. On to first, and that's your ball game.
Excellent work putting the finishing touches on this one. Picking up save number 30 now on the year. Nice job from him.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. The St. Louis Cardinals jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Dakota Hudson earns win number 7 on the season. Giovanni Gallegos records the save, his league-leading 30th of the season. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
No existe quien me va a parar. Se juntaron todos para quererme frenar. Saludo en la federal y el estatal. Cambiaste las válvulas ya que pueden barbulear. Yo siempre el Porsche, la 7 o el Rolls Royce. El bote parqueado en San Pedro. viviendo la vida como si se va a acabar hoy.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals, 3 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Pirates, 1 run on 9 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us and remind you to please drive home safely.